Hey guys, how's it going? It's Target here. Welcome back to another episode of Be a GM Chicago Blackhawks. We are here in the off season. We just finished the re-sign phase, so we are pretty much ready to go to sim. Now, a lot of people mentioned possibly Duncan Keith, not wanting him around because he is getting older. I will put it out there, and this is the one trade I was thinking about, and when I double checked it before we started here, it actually wasn't bad. So let's throw Duncan Keith on there. Okay, so I went to teams that actually wanted him, and here's the one that popped up right away: Los Angeles. Los Angeles Kings would take Duncan Keith. What about Doughty for Duncan Keith? An offensive defenseman for an offensive defenseman. Sure, it's going to cost us more in cap, but we would also have to offer something else up. You know, we'd have to give them a prospect as well. Maybe a prospect defenseman. I don't want to give up Clendening. Maybe Carrier and a pick possibly. We'll see how things go. I should also just check to see if somebody else has a pick that they want to get rid of. Hold on. Let me just get rid of Duncan Keith. Let's see if anybody's willing to get rid of their pick. Minnesota would be willing to get rid of their pick. And because I'd like to pick one up. Let's see here. What do we got? The LeBlancs, they don't want Carrier, so no, they don't want anybody that we would want. No, too much value there. Too much value there. Nope. No, too much. Looks like it's going to be too much probably the whole way down. Eventually we're going to run into one that's low. Wow. Okay, yeah. Anaheim will take it. Anaheim will give it up. And they will give up, or they would take back a trainer. No, they don't want to give up any. They don't want any prospects. They would give up theirs, but again, probably don't want any prospects. Oh, they do. Looks like they'll take Carrier. They will take Carrier. Because he's 3.5 yellow stars, right? Age 19. Carrier. But they're not gonna suck. You'd have to give up Carrier, and we'd have to give up somebody else of equal value to Carrier. Where is he? It would have to be like LeBlanc, McNeil, Danault. No, that's not worth it. All right, we'll leave it for now. If we get the offer somewhere down the line. But anyway, what about Duncan Keith for Doughty, guys? Should we make that go through? Let me know down in the comments below. We probably won't get to it in the next video either, but the one after that will be probably about the trade deadline. So that's when we will make the move. All right, that's the idea for the trade deadline. Okay, so let's get through here. We got everything set up. I believe we got the backup goalie. We got 44 players under contract. Actually, we've done really well at keeping people under contract, making sure that we're maximizing our prospects, making sure we got a little bit of veteran depth down there, and I think we're doing okay. One of the things I did notice when I was fumbling around is Jonathan Toews. He's 95 overall now. We knew that. But the best part about Jonathan Toews right now, his faceoffs are 97. 97. So they went up from 95. He officially has the highest faceoff that I've ever seen. I've never seen 97 before. Maybe I just wasn't paying attention to Jonathan Toews after he got to 95 in the last game. But yeah, it was pretty impressive to see that 97 faceoff. He's dominating. So I'm really looking forward to the next season now that everybody's kind of maturing. The one player that I'm really upset about is Brendan Gallagher. Somebody mentioned before saying that he gets to an 80, you know, he stays in an 83 like his whole career. And then there's other people who say, you know, he gets to an 86. He sometimes gets to an 87. And he'll get really lucky with that. So maybe we're just getting bad luck at first. Maybe it'll sort its way out. But there's also the chance that he's stuck at 83. In which case I think we need to find a better solution. Because I like to have my second line like 85, 86 overall, usually. Great, great. All of us happy that you chose to stay another 4 years as GM of the Blackhawks. You've done well at the helm of the team so far. We're looking for more of the same. I want 48 wins out of you this season. Don't let me down. Don't let me down. Okay, so let's go to GM options. We'll do our scouting first. Actually, you know what? GM tracker. See if we can apply anything. GM tracker. Yeah, we can add more to assistant coach, so we'll do that. All right, let's go to GM options. We're going to go to scouting. Scout assignment. Let's see here. Let's see if there's anybody that's considered a top 5 prospect. Check forwards first. There's a top 10 there. There's a top 5 in the German league, top 5 in the extra league. There's a number of first rounders there in the Finnish league. We might have to check that out. WHL, number of first rounders in the WHL, number of top 10s there. Okay, so there is a top 5 in the German and the extra league. Okay, and then we'll have to check out that. Okay, so let's do the German first. We'll scout for 3 weeks. Actually, hold on. Let me just let it populate first. There we go. 3 weeks in the German league. We'll find out more about that. All right. Now, let's go to our roster. Oh, we'll go to coaching options, and we'll edit lines, and then we'll do roster moves from there. Edit lines. Actually, yeah, see, Gallagher's exactly the same still. Like, that's stupid. That's so dumb. Okay, hold on. Let's fix this. Let's make sure that everybody's up here that I want up here. Okay, Winnick, you're going to play the left wing. Hartman's up here. Yeah, see, this is where we got to go to the roster moves. Okay, who's not up that should be? Clendening's a 78, so he's not the overall we wanted. We're going to call Trainer up. We're going to send down Hartman. And that's it. I believe that's everybody, right? Okay, now let's check goalies. Still an 86 overall for Crawford. Jack Campbell went up to an 80, so we're going to give him the backup job. We'll send Ranta down. Okay. All right. We need our boy here. Where is he? Trainer. Put him on the... What the hell? What the hell just happened? Trainer. There we go. Okay. And then I'm going to switch... Yeah, we'll put you there. And I'm going to put LeBlanc here. Perfect. So that's our third line. Actually, I'm going to put him on this correct wing because he is still getting better, right? I believe he's still got potential. He's 3.5 red stars. Trainer. Good defensive awareness. Okay, perfect. Actually, you know what? Now that I got the guys called up, let me do best lines again. I'm going to have to adjust it, but that's okay. Trainer down to here. Druin. Okay, Winnick and Kadri are going to switch. We're going to sleeve LeBlanc like this. Okay, Trainer. Yep, that's right. That's exactly how I want my line. So Lupo, Kadri, Gallagher, Kane, Taze, and Druin, obviously. And then we got Trainer, LeBlanc, and Winnick on that final line. That's really good. I like that. I don't know how... I mean, I could increase my center here, but I feel like he'll get better no matter what. Defense, we got Duncan Keith and Seth Jones. We got Hjalmarsson and Leddy, and then Peckham and Clendening. We'll give Clendening some time here in the NHL. Wow, Leddy's only an 84 now. Is he maxed out yet? No, he's still 25. He's still got that potential to jump. The one player I do want to follow up on is in Montreal. Let me do that really quickly. That player we traded away that everybody got so pissed off about. Hold on. He's in Montreal now. Let's take a look and see what he's like. Did we make a big mistake? Montreal. Where is he here? David Runblad. So he's 85 overall offensive defenseman. He's okay. He's not great. He's nothing to write home about. He's definitely not a Leddy. I mean, I think that we picked up we got players that are contributing when we traded away David Runblad. I mean, he's 25. He's still got 2 years before he'll max out. But that may be where he stops, is 85. He may only get to an 86, but his shot isn't that great. Passing's only okay. He hasn't really done much. How many points? Yeah, 42 points in the AHL. 23, then 32. So he's seeing improvement. But versus us, I don't think that he can compare to Nick Leddy. Nick Leddy, he's 84 overall, but look at this point. 34 points, 39. I guess they're in the same range, those two guys. He is 84 overall. That is lower right now, but I don't think it's too much of a worry. We ended up with a bunch of players because of it. We'll see. Anyway, yeah. So we can go through the preseason here. So we will do that. Let's go up to the 6th. We got all our lines set. We got our goaltending set. Let's give her hell here. Oh, I didn't look at the power play. We'll see how things go through this. Usually we do pretty well. 3-0 win right off the bat. We got Dallas. A 6-1 win. They're expecting us to make the playoffs. I would hope so with 48 wins. Kadri's got 2 goals. Leddy with 3 assists. Here's Winnipeg. 3-0 win over Winnipeg. Looks like Crawford's doing really well in net. St. Louis. A 5-4 loss comes in OT on that one. Yeah, the team's been... People also wanted me to talk more about the team as opposed to the results. We've got an interesting team this year again. I mean, it all boils down to... Oh, hold on. Got to do my scout assignment. It's all going to boil down to, will Crawford hold up? You know, that is a question for me still. Oh, hold on. Forwards. We're going to scout for, not a month. We'll do 3 weeks here. Will he hold up? Because I know people had concerns about Crawford, but putting up 2 Vezinas in a row is nothing to laugh at. You know, that's kind of solidifies you as an elite goalie in this league, I would think, right? 2 Vezinas? I don't think you can send a guy away based on that. It's another OT loss. I'll handle that. All right, let's do the first month. So, I mean, obviously a position of weakness would be our goaltending in terms of... oh, you know what? Stop simulation. I forgot to do coaching options in the AHL. Edit lines. There we go. Goalies. because I want to make sure the right goalie's in net. Ranta and Hall. Hall's the guy we picked up in free agency. He's now a 78 overall. I'd rather Hall get up there than Ranta. And then who do we have scratched here? We got OJ and Whitney. They're really not getting any better, so whatever. We'll leave them right now. Hall is our guy right now down in Rockford. Okay, let's get the sim going again. To Winnipeg. Here we go. So it may be an area that we need to address later on, is the goaltending situation. We do have some depth. We don't have any elite prospects. There's nobody that would jump up and take a starting position. Many people suggested Robin Lehner. He would be an okay trade, but we would have to give up more than just Crawford. And he's only going to be, you know, as good as Crawford is, an 86. He's not going to get up to an 87 or 88, I don't think. Oh, a 4-2 loss right off the bat. That's not good. But we'll see how things go. I think that we need to give him, oh my goodness, I think we need to give him at least one more year here to determine whether or not he's going to be material to stick around in this league, you know, stick around for this team. Third round pick and Hall for Ranta. I would accept that trade. Third round pick, and who's Hall? Is that Adam Hall? Can you give me another pick instead of Hall? Adam Hall, fourth line forward, 74 overall grinder. You know what? I'm going to take Hall. Oops, no. I'm going to take Hall off and see if they're willing to give me another pick. How about your third from next year instead of that for Ranta? Because we're not going to use Ranta anymore. We've got, we picked up our goalie. Let's see if that'll go through. There you go. I'm happy to say that your counter proposal is still in line with our objectives here at the Phoenix Coyotes, so we accept. Okay. I don't know how we have an improper team. Oh, best lines in the AHL. There you go. So that'll bring one of our guys out of the scratch. Perfect. So we got rid of Ranta, a guy that was, you know, signed to play the backup. There you go. Our first win of the year, and it's a big one. Signed to play as a backup role, and he ended up finding himself down in the minors because we managed to pick up Jack Campbell, a 4.5 Red Star goalie. Might get up there, might not. Oh, there's another loss. So, I mean, like, our goaltending situation is not dire. Well, the start of this year might beg to differ, but our offense really is not there right now. 2 goals. Like, our goaltending is letting in 3, I suppose. But there you go. And Trainer's scoring too. But where's Jonathan Drouin? You know, where's Jonathan Drouin, Jonathan Toews, and Patrick Kane? Where are those guys? You know, they should be scoring a lot. So we had forwards, and we scouted SM Liga. Yeah, okay. Oh no, SM Liga we needed a scout, so we're gonna scout them for a month because there's a number of prospects there. Okay. Keep this going. So we're at 500 right now. Not too much rush. Toews is producing in the assist column. But we have yet to see anybody step forward as a goal scorer. There's 6-2. There's Drouin. Wow. He had a lot. He's now at 5 goals after being at 2. He had a hat trick in that game at least. Okay. Yeah. You can't worry too much. I think we always have a slow start. I think it takes a while for our offense to start to click. It's going to be a good year for rookies, so this might be the year to pick up a first-round draft pick. I don't know who's still on free agency you might be able to pick up and trade, but we'll see. We'll see what comes of this draft. I mean, there were a number of top 5s already. Oh, geez, a couple losses in a row there. So we finished the month 4-4-1. We'll do a quick stat review here. Just a quick one. We are not up there for those categories. We're Chicago. We're not up there for either of those categories. Wins, we are not up there yet because 4 is the number. We're not up there for points. Looks like Nugent Hopkins and Taylor Hall are. We are not up there for goals. We are up there for assists, though. You see Jonathan Toews in 4th. Was Toews in for points? I didn't see him. No, he wasn't in there. So he's not far off, I don't think. Taylor Hall's got a ton of goals. We need Jonathan Drouin to step up, though. He's only 1 off. He'll get up there. Where are we in the standings right now? We're in 3rd, so, I mean, like, it's too early to tell. So let's go another month, and then we'll take a look and see exactly where we are in terms of deficiencies, and just move along from there. There you go, 4-2 win. So, yeah, so I think our biggest problem would be our prospect pool. I think that once you're an elite team like this, there's not much more that you can add without giving up a big guy. So, and that's not necessarily a bad thing. Look at Detroit. Detroit manages to deal prospects and veterans in either direction in exchange for, you know, a player that they need now or a player that they think they're going to need later. I don't need Jokinen. So, I mean, we could do that. I mean, you can take Keith and we can turn him into Doughty. And all of a sudden, we've taken 6 years off for the Chicago Blackhawks that we can hang on to him. I mean, I think that Duncan Keith could last the duration of our entire Be a GM. There's a big win, 5-0. I think that he could last the entire time, so I'm not worried about that at all. But people seem to be worried about it and his trade value dropping. And I think that Once he probably gets to about 34, his trade value is going to drop. I think he's still got probably another year before it's going to drop at all. So we do have some wiggle room. And I mean, Drew Doughty's 91 overall. You know, so he's the exact same rating as Duncan Keith. So it's a 1-for-1, and we just have to give a little bit extra up because of the age gap to make that trade happen. Man, oh man, we're having a hard time here. Just commenting on the play here. We're 7-7-1 this year. I'm wondering if goaltending's the issue. I mean, we're losing 5-3, 5-4. Crawford is letting in a ton of goals. I mean, he's only got 4 wins this year. It looks like, what's his name stepped in here? Jack Campbell has stepped in and won 3 of the games. What's going on with Crawford? And there's a 2-1 loss. My goodness. Okay, scout assignment. We need to stop that sim anyway. Let's take a look at forwards in the WHL, because there were a number of first rounders. There we go. Let's scout for a month here in the WHL. Okay. Well, I want to get out of this month really bad so I can take a look and see where we're having problems. If I feel like we need to move Crawford sooner than later, then I will. But, oh my god, 4-2 loss. Come on, guys, step it up and start winning. Brutal. It's been like 5 losses in a row here. Frustrating as hell, man. Well, I mean, some of these have been an OT, but still, it's very frustrating. All right. Oh my god, Jesus. Horrible year right now. We're just playing like shit. This is not what we expected at all. Oh my god, another loss. That one came in overtime, thank god. What is going on with this team? I can't wait to dive in to look at the stats to see what the deal is. Can we finish with a win? Holy shit. How many losses in a row was that? Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 losses in a row? We only won twice this entire month. That's brutal. All right, let's go to Stats Central. We're going to go to team standings. I'm looking at that right now. Where's our issue? We're 26th in the league. Unbelievable. Horrible. Goals for per game. We're in 3rd. So we're scoring a ton of goals. 3.19. We got a ton of goals. Goals against per game. We're 22nd at 2.95. So we're letting in way too many goals. Look at that. That's crazy. We can't do that. Our power play, 15th. So we're in the middle of the pack. I'm not worried too much about that. Our penalty kill, dead last, 72.4. There's our problem right there, is our penalty kill. We're not killing any penalties. We do have the 3rd fewest penalties taken, but we're not killing any of them. So we need to be more disciplined. Or our discipline's fine. We just need to be better penalty killing. I mean, we scored a ton of shorthanded goals too. So let me just go and edit this out. Actually do player stats, and then I'll edit the lines. Brutal. Actually, we may just cut it off right there. After I finish editing the line, or finishing viewing player stats and see where we're at with that. I imagine there's some people that are at a point per game, considering we're scoring 3 goals per game. Taze, 28 points. Druin, 25. Kane at 17. All fantastic numbers for those 3. Lupul at 14 points. Kadri at 13. Keith at 12. Saad at 11. Seth Jones at 9. Nick Leddy at 9. LeBlanc at 9. Trainer at 7. Where is Gallagher? 5 points in 21 games for Brendan Gallagher. Horrible year for Gallagher. He's doing so poorly. That's part of the reason. And that second line is playing like shit right now. Okay, we're going to try and adjust things around and see if we can help that out a little bit. Let's do that right now. I'm not going to look any further. That's just terrible. Actually, let me look at my goaltending. I got to look at my goaltending. I got to see how Crawford is doing. I mean, the goals against per game is not the worst. You know, that is not the issue right now. It's not the goals against. It's not the goals for goalies. He's got a 2.93 goals against average. That's not great. 8.951 is his save percentage. That's just terrible. His save percentage is in the shitter. He's a player I'm going to keep an eye on then. Very much going to keep an eye on it. Let me go to coaching options. We're going to go to edit lines. We're going to see if we can tweak some things around here, okay? Let's see. What can I do? Gallagher seems to be the problem, because what's Lupul putting up right now? 14 points -6, so he's not too bad. Kadri is at 13 points -6, and then you've got Gallagher at 5 points and -10. Andrew Shaw, how are you doing, buddy? 2. There you go. He's a +2. He's got 6 points. He's doing better on the 3rd line. Let's switch that up. I'm going to put Shaw on that 2nd line. Gallagher's getting demoted down to the 3rd line. Let's see if that'll help us a little bit. I don't know. Defense, we're going to leave the same. We're going to leave Seth Jones and Duncan Keith. Power play, Patrick Kane, Jonathan Drouin. Okay, and Gallagher has got some power play time, so there's no excuse for him. Okay, we'll leave that, I suppose, as it is. Okay. 4-man power play, Taze and Kane, Drouin and Kadri. Sure, why not? Penalty kill. We're going to go Taze and Druin. And then LeBlanc and Trainer. So, like, Gallagher's not even playing. Because our penalty kill's so shit, let me switch Druin with Trainer. And we're going to make Druin play the center. What's LeBlanc in terms of goals, defensive awareness? Not great. Let me take a look here we can sort by players with high defensive awareness. Okay, so we got Druin and Taze, yep. Keith, Trainer's got 91. And then the next best one is Winnick, Gallagher. Lupul's got decent defensive awareness. I'd like to pick up another good defensive player, I suppose, in my bottom 6. Because there's not really any that good. Then we can put in Gallagher or Lupul. So that's, we got we don't have Gallagher in there right now, so let's throw Gallagher in. Because he's got 85 or something? 85 defensive awareness. Okay, so we'll put Gallagher in there. We'll give him some penalty kill time. Maybe that'll boost him up a little bit in some way. Give him some confidence. And then defense. What was the best defensive awareness? We had Keith, Jones, Leddy, and Peckham are actually the best ones. Keith, Jones, Leddy, and Peckham. Keith, Jones, Leddy, and Peckham. Hjalmarsson's in there, so let's switch him for Leddy. Okay? Put Leddy in there. Alright, Keith, Jones, Leddy, and Peckham. I'm going to switch that around. Our second best for our worst, so Peckham. So we'll put Jones with Leddy and Peckham with Keith. That's good. 3-man penalty kill. We're going to switch him with Leddy. And then we're going to do again, Seth Jones for... Oh. There we go. 4-on-4 lines will leave exactly the same. We'll leave that, hold on, 4-on-4. Druin and Lupul. 2 snipers, I suppose so. And then that leaves Kadri with Gallagher. Okay, that's not bad. Extra attacker, we got Taze. Wait, why is Leddy playing the third pairing? And Peckham. Okay. Alright, that's fine. Extra attacker. Okay, Keith and Taze. No, I don't want Keith in there. I'll put Taze in. Actually, you know what? I'm going to put Druin in. We're going to switch those around. And on the second line, I will put another sniper, and I will put in Lupul. Joffrey Lupul. Okay, I like having snipers to step in there. To be, they're clutch players, you know what I mean? Alright, Crawford and Campbell. I just want to double check our defense. Peckham and Clendening. Perfect. Okay, so we'll give that a shot here, guys, when we return. So for now, we're just going to leave it at that. Until next time, I'm Target Audience, and I'll catch you guys out on the ice.